Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sharp going up against Best. I think it's hard to find a better matchup than this. Definitely two of my favorite players. Yes, I know, just about every player is my favorite player, but you know, I really do appreciate these two. I really value Best and his skill level at the moment. Best is so damn good right now. Like, I think he had that amazing season where he got second place against Sulky. I mean, the guy is in great shape in every single matchup. Absolutely love his play. Sharp, in good shape as well. Like, Sharp is not the best Terran in the world, but he's been top 5 for like 7 years or something. Okay, and I still kind of value him up there. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite to watch. I love his kind of harassment-heavy style, his very quick play. Very, very fun. I love watching him, and I think that they match up super well because Best is like, if you don't touch Best, he kills you in this matchup. He just, like, his optimizations are really good. He's going Nexus first here. Oh, God, I said too many nice things about him. He had to go and ruin it. But if you don't hurt Best at all, he gets so many units that on most maps, he'll just kill you. But Sharp is probably overall the strongest Terran player at getting Vultures in. Getting Vultures in is a skill. If you are good at slipping Vultures past your opponent's defenses, that's some peak Terran play there. And he is so unbelievably good at it. He just knows how to make like little diversions, and he knows when there's going to be openings and things like that. So just fantastic in that regard, which I think makes them a good match. I've seen so many matches between Sharp and Best, and they're super entertaining. I can't turn down the match. All right, so Sharp gets up here and sees Nexus first. He actually turns the SUV away. He doesn't want Best to recognize what just occurred, and he actually starts a Marine. Well, it's going to pay off that he started the Marine for sure. What is this? He is going to go for his own command center. So, oh, and he starts his second depot. Oh, okay. So I believe what we're going to see here is Sharp going for a Marine SCV pressure while expanding. Now, I've been on the record previously when we've seen this build occasionally. I remember seeing Mong do this on Eclipse in ASL, and I had to really kind of, what was the word, lambast him for doing it. I don't like the play, but Sharp has set this up in a different way. He's going to bunker push. Now, he was able to do this because he turned his SCV around so quickly, and this is not a two-player map. It's not like you know that he knows where you are. So this has actually become very scary for Best. Smart moves here from Sharp. If he hadn't turned that SCV around, this doesn't work. Or likely doesn't work. And, you know, pros make things work all the time that shouldn't just because they're so good. I actually think mining this out would be good too. Now, his bunker is just out of range of the Nexus, which is definitely a bit of a mistake. Like, it's better covered from this one. But it's going to take micro if Best comes down to commit to trying to save this, which I don't think he is. I think it's too much damage output. He's going 3 Zealot. I don't think he'll come down the ramp. Oh, he's going 4 Zealot. Yeah, as he gets up here and sees that command center's on the way, he's going to want to get into Dragoon production. I would cancel this. Oh, he's making another one? So I think what this means from Best, because this looks weird, right? You guys have seen a lot of StarCraft games. This looks a little bit weird that he's just setting up his ramp. He saw the command center, he's making Zealots. I think the reason he did this is because he knows that the SCVs should be pulled back, and he just wants to bust the bunker as quickly as possible. And Zealots will tank better, and they have higher damage output than Dragoons. So yeah, I think this is like the quickest way to clear this. Yeah, I was going to say he needs to micro these behind because otherwise the Marines will just pop to this bunker. Yeah, very good micro from Best. And he can just kill both of them. He's going to lose like what? Just health on them? Maybe he loses one. And he's going to be able to catch those as they pop out. All right, I get it. The funny thing is, if you're bad enough to leave the SCVs here, he gets really punished for doing this. It's not a joke. If you're bad, it can be good. You can't predict that someone will sit there and make 5 Zealots, though. I never see this. It makes sense in a way, but I never ever see that, really. That's like so rare. Okay, so he's gonna try to run by. The old freeze back. The Zealots have already taken some decent damage, and there are 4 Marines in this. So, like, so far, dude, he has made like 11 Marines or something. I don't know. Not 11, like 9. But he's made a lot of Marines. You can see these Zealots just holding that high ground where the Marines are gonna miss shots. A phenomenal amount of damage from the Zealots. Were the Zealots just genius? This is such a weird game. All right. Well, there you go. He ends up dealing a lot of damage with that, and in fact, he's up in workers now. Or I guess they're going to probably be just about even after all of that. He's slowed the factory, slowed the add-on. That was kind of crazy. Like, well done from Best. I did not expect this to look like that. Oh my god, and he's got range. I actually did not even recognize that this was going to be a thing. So he's got range, which means from here, I think you have to start siege mode. I don't think it's safe to not go siege mode here. Like, you can try it. Oh, he's going third fact. He doesn't like his position. And so he's... Whoa! Third fact 2 add-on. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of chills right now. This is really interesting. I have to think about that a little bit. What is this follow-up? So it looks to me like what he's doing with the second add-on is he's conceding that without siege mode, he has to make a lot of siege tanks because you have to be able to break that out and push all this back. Now, he actually did really good micro there. If there was any lag here, he would have lost the siege tank. It's active micro versus reactive micro, right? Like his micro is reactive. Reactive is actually what gets really hurt with bad latency. Whereas the Dragoons moving forward, like 100%, like if this was a foreigner playing against Best, they lose that tank, and not just because of micro ability. Now, okay, let's take a look. Third Nexus, Reaver tech on the way, really good. Yeah, Best has recovered super, super well from the position, but this idea that we're seeing from Sharp is awesome. The fact that he is doing, and look at this, he's going to 5 tank on 3 fact. That's so rare. Tries to poke out here. The Marines are actually doing insane damage. And if he hadn't started those other 2 tanks, Best would be in such good shape right now. He could just go back and turtle. But with 2 more tanks popping out as they did, like Best actually still has to be really careful. This push still packs a punch because he went up to the 5. Now, you might look at this and say, well, why didn't he just go siege mode? Yeah, if he goes siege mode here, there's no attack potential. First off, siege mode is 150, 150. And then you siege and Best just backs up. Here, Sharp is pushing. He's actually putting on counter pressure and forcing certain things to happen. Oh, I didn't even notice him get that. Dude, I have vision of the whole map. Like, this is how good Sharp is at this. But yeah, it's this whole counter pressure here that he's doing. He's keeping the Reaver back. This is going to buy him time to get his own anti-air up. It looks like, yeah, he has an armory going up and already has a few missile turrets. So that's all really good. Starts walking down towards this base. Vulture's coming in as well. And with 3 factory production, he can actually really run the map right now. Now, the Reaver's going to come out. Good micro so far. Okay, great pullback. If he can get this Nexus, it's huge. Ooh, good kill right there. But it looks to me like he is going to end up killing this Nexus off. Yeah, the Marine pushes that back a little bit. The Dragoons are going to try to come out to stop it, but with all these mines being laid, it's not very realistic. He's still going to trade reasonably well with these, I think. Zealot's kind of hunting down this 1 tank, but yeah, he's got plenty of damage there. Oh, wow. Gonna even siege up. He's gonna want to pick up a Dragoon and bring it up here to snipe this tank. Just drop him here to target this. He needs to move this one further away. Yeah, really good execution there from Best to try to clean this up. This has already been like an insane and exciting game. The fact that Sharp has already killed 2 Nexuses. Now, that being said, he's down 7 workers right now. And Best has Reavers out, so there's like a lot of potential here for Best. He's got Speed Shuttle Reaver. He's got 4 gates, so he's okay. He's going to remake the Nexus. You look at what's happened in this game. If I write down on a piece of paper for you and you just read it without having watched the game. Like, yes, he scouted quickly, did a bunker rush, killed the Nexus. There was a good Zealot counterattack, which slowed the tech of Best and slowed Sharp down and caught the SCVs or the probes up. Best took another base. Sharp attacked and killed the Nexus. Ended up losing his tanks, but killed a Reaver. If I just wrote all that on a piece of paper, if you closed your eyes and just listened to that and didn't think about what you saw in the game, you'd be like, well, I mean, Sharp is crushing here. But actually, I feel like this game is pretty decent. Like, Sharp is probably slightly ahead. But it doesn't feel to me like he's just got this game wrapped up at all. At all. Like, Best has so many things he can do right now. He's got the Speed Shuttle Reaver. He's doing a good job with this so far. There are a lot of mines in here, which are going to slow him down a little bit. Sharp, I don't think Sharp will end up taking real damage here. Like, maybe he loses a depot, a couple vultures, something like that. But he should be able to push this out without too much trouble. The thing is, Sharp right now, look at this. He's getting his add-ons. He's only got 48 SCVs. That's a kind of 2-base number. It's not exactly a 2-base all-in. It's not exactly a let's take a 3rd base. Like, his SCV count is not great. He's got 5 factories. Okay, that could be expand. That could be attack. I really don't even know what he wants to do. He's still harassing with his vultures, still finding ways to kill probes. So that's good. That's making it a lot closer than it would have been otherwise. You can see what I was talking about with his vulture play. He's just so good at vulture harassment. Okay, going after the shuttle. Really, really important. Doesn't quite get it, but spreads everything out. Oh, the goon's coming up to punish. Okay, ends up getting the shuttle. But overall, the trade is okay here. He should walk forward and get another 2 tanks, I think. Ooh, that mine really screwed him up. Really good micro on the vultures there from Sharp. He kind of, like, pushed back the goons on the side. Otherwise, like, if you don't lay those mines like he did, he gets this tank 100%. Loses about the same amount of goons. Okay, so suddenly Best somehow has like 9 gateways. We just looked there and he had 4 and he has like 9 finished. Yeah, so going into Zealot legs, his legs are almost done. Sharp, I don't think you get any more damage done here. There's enough Dragoons and he's got Zealot legs now. Yeah, like he might be able to slip in more vultures because of this. Look at how his vultures are running around. You see this? God, he's really good. He's so fast with these decisions to run around with the vultures. And it gets blocked there. And he loses a few more vultures. But it's like, yeah, he's, you know, each time he misses one of these run-ins, he might lose 2 vultures. But if he tries it 10 times and it works twice, super worth. Tries it 10 times and it works once, maybe even, right? You get those vultures in, you get that huge amount of damage. Okay, so where are we in this game? The game has been so insane. Command center going up at the 3rd base. 2 more factories. Okay, he's going up to 7 factory. By the way, Sharp has probably benefited from the new Terran vs. Protoss meta better than anybody, I think. And the new meta being, I was talking about this a while ago, and I feel like it's already, well, it's not exactly shifting away, but basically really late science facility, really late starport, really late science facility. Everyone's going like just about maxed out with 1-1. I'm sure that you guys that watch every single day might remember a bunch of games and me talking about how the metagame was shifting like that. I've personally used it a lot. It's really good. It just kind of allows you to pressure a bit more. It fits Sharp's style really, 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 really well. And I feel like he is stuck with it better than anybody. Like, I see him just very, very consistently playing this style and just getting really late starports. And he'll play maxed out games, and he'll end up on 3-2 just like everyone else, just a bit later. And he has more units in the early game to try to make these little moments happen. Okay, bottom right has been cleared. 4th Nexus coming up. and 5th Nexus gets started. So when your opponent takes the 3rd base, get that 5th Nexus and force them to make a hard decision. That's where we're at for Sharp right now. Now, I watch Sharp all the time, okay? He has a way of playing Metropolis that I think is superior to basically everyone. In my opinion, he's the best Metropolis Terran vs. Protoss player that there is, okay? And, well, hold on. This shuttle we got to kind of pay attention to, and then I'll tell you the broad strokes of the strategy he utilizes. Okay, I like this. Like, he's being really annoying. I feel like you do need a few more missile turrets. Oh, he's going to catch it. He's going to catch it. Very nice catch. One Zealot gets out. He's trying to go up to punish, but he won't be able to get it. Okay, anyways, the overall strategy that Sharp uses on this map generally is he will basically go towards max. He'll move out and he'll take the center and he'll lay huge amounts of mines around. Just huge amounts of mines while holding center. And then slowly but surely he snakes out. It's like, for those of you that are like really old school StarCraft 2 fans, you might remember there was like a game that Jinro played where we called him like the Octopus Terran because he took the center of a map and just snaked out and killed different bases. That's basically how Sharp plays this map. And I think, in my opinion, it is the best. It's the best that I've seen. The best that I've seen for consistent usage in this matchup. Okay, the siege tank's coming out. Okay, just kind of sieges up here. You got to really make sure you're bringing all of your units. The map is pretty wide in this area, so you need everything ready to fight. Best splitting some goons down the bottom. Doesn't want those vultures. Like, if you run 2 groups of vultures down here, you could kill both nexuses. So he's trying to prevent that. Sorry, I'm zooming out so much. A lot of High Templars in here. Oh, he's actually just doing a push. Okay, maybe he won't choke up the center. We'll see. Well, he sieges up. You have to be careful. Even if you're doing a push, you might want to siege here. Making a missile turret. Love to see it. Doesn't really have much down here. There's a few mines, and he sees that movement, so he's got to keep that in mind. Bunch of Zealots moving down towards the center. Guys, I got to stay mostly zoomed out. This is like such a wide area that this attack is going to occur on. And look at this. Just kind of taking center. He sends units down to deal with these units that went to the side. And he's being really efficient about it. Really efficient. Goes after... Ooh. Good job putting some pressure on that shuttle. Look at him keep his supply really, really high. He'll probably take this as a 4th, is my guess. But look at this. It's really hard for Best to move anywhere. And now he's starting to move. See, he's got... Yeah, there's the 4th base in the center. He's going to relay some mines here. This is not so much. Like, this army can break through here. Meanwhile, he's attacking down here. This is smart from Best. He has a little group up here. He's making a few photon cannons. He's going to slow him down. In the meantime, attack through up here. So this is suddenly like, oh, do you split this army back off? It looks like he might. He's going to leave a few units to try to kill this Nexus and split the rest of the army back up. But if he hollows out this area, suddenly it's like, okay, you know, he has a lot of ways he can go. Best can move in this direction. He can try to kill the rally point. He can try to cancel his command center. Maybe he can pick off these tanks because he has more supply in the center. Running into these mines is probably the last thing you want to do here. So Best's going to go ahead and headbutt the mines. Here come those siege tanks back. Best with a very strong move here. Really, really interesting game so far. So he actually hasn't killed this yet. This is so strong from Best. He forced him to split a bunch of units back off. If he hadn't brought these tanks back off, that counterattack could have killed him. So Best goes back, Sharp goes back with his units, and Best saves the Nexus. Now, Sharp might come down and kill the Nexus, but his center isn't as strong. He had this area choked up, which, when his units were down here, Best had to break through this. That bought time for Sharp to bring his units from down here back up to here. He doesn't have that anymore. If Best gets a bunch of units and just brings them over, there's nothing until here. This is like where the defense starts. So like Best has really quick paths to get some counterattacks going. So this attack coming down, like the units he has down here, 100% can't stop this, but he can run the same tactic. Pull up the ramp, make it difficult to clear, and try a different counterattack. We'll see if he does that. Sharp now mining in this area. One thing to note is that Psy Storms are unbelievably productive against the mineral patches in the center. Like, you just, one storm kills everything. Look at this. He's got like 12 and 12 there. You get 12 kills per storm. It's crazy. Okay, comes back up. He did clear that Nexus. I think he wants to get that Psy Storm off. Wow, that mine was insane. Okay, he clears that. He needs a few more units in here before he can storm these patches. But as soon as you storm these patches, Terran economy starts to fall apart. By the way, notice that he's still on 1-1. We're 21 minutes in. He did get a science facility, so like he has started +2 attack now. You can see he's very, very late on that. Not late in a negative way. This is like an accepted like metagame shift that's happened lately, an accepted strategy. This isn't really all in. It's just a different way that people are playing right now, which I think, again, has a lot of merit to it. I don't think it's a forever thing, but I think it's something that will be mixed in through the rest of the time. Now, here comes, he's trying to get that move I was talking about, the Psy Storms. A little bit too greedy there. Those Goliaths ruined his plan. Just ruined it. So right now, let's take a look. No minerals, no minerals. No, okay. So his mining's fine. Very low. Yeah, that's basically not there. Okay, not that many probes there. Really good saturation bottom right and taking another base. But realistically, this is like 5 base against 4 base. 2 mining for Sharp. And 2, soon to be 3 mining for Best. So I think you look at this position and say Sharp is winning this game for sure. Definitely looks like it'll end up as a Sharp victory, but we'll see. There's still quite a bit of play. An SCV coming down here. He's cleared this area with his Dragoons, so he knows at least there's no expansion down there. Might try to expand there later. We'll see. Has to pull back on these goons. Best has to be kind of creative with how he plays this. He doesn't actually have the economy right now to just make a million Zealots and bust through. Sharp, with careful positional play, is going to be very hard to stop. And look at the minimap, by the way. You can see how he's just choked up the center really, really, really well. I think that this is going to become a really common tactic on maps that have a middle base for Terran. Instead of taking like a quadrant of 4 bases, which is what we have on 16 base maps, this is a 13 base map with 1 in the center, which is a very common layout nowadays as well. You can't really take a quadrant of 4 bases like you could on a Vermeer or a Polestar, right? But here he takes that center, and you can play this kind of octopus Terran, where you're going off to the sides and like deciding, okay, where do I need to put my pressure now? You can see he's got these mines down here. He sees the Dragoons clearing. Sharp bringing down his army to help fight against that. You got to be careful about it. Notice how he's not going too close before sieging. He's got to make it punishing if Best turns around and attacks upwards. And if Best does turn around, yeah, not enough Zealots to really do it, to punch through. A lot of units left over up there. He does have that extra base mining, which is important. Only 1 gateway down here. So that is a hard place to hold on to. Oh, he's going to try to take this base. Okay. I'm not sure if that'll work, but we'll see. I think if Sharp could throw down a command center somewhere in the bottom left, that would be what could help to end the game. It'll just force Best to do something. Right now, it's still kind of playable for Best. It's looking bad, though. Like, Sharp is very carefully and methodically deleting a bunch of units. Is he going to try to shuffle these out? No? Okay. I think the writing is on the wall here for Best. He does have a big group of Zealots that are going to be coming out. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop this. As long as he kind of reinforces mines in this area, he should be good. Because really, that's the only other thing Best has going on. Some good size storms here, trying to slow this down. Great D-Matrix. D-Matrix on Siege Tank being size storm is such a nice move. Negates it and then some. All right, going after the probes. We are very close to this game coming to a head. Now, he's bringing his Zealots down. He's going to kill this wall and try to get through here. If he can kill all of these tanks, this becomes winnable again. Let's see. The attack is so single file, though. It doesn't seem like that's something that's going to end up working, especially if he pulled his Vultures up. Okay, he's actually getting on top of more, but he's losing far more units than what you would normally want to see here. Sharp just being a bit too efficient. Yeah, I think we're just at the very tail end. You can just kind of sit here as Sharp, and you should win the game. Like, I mean, you can try to push and kill that, but Best kind of has to keep running into you at this point. The only thing that is missing for Sharp is making one more command center. Because, like, if there were to be a comeback, that would be what would be able to cause it, is if he could, like, shut this base down. I mean, it's getting low anyways, but... yeah, if Best had one more mining base, he might be okay as well. I guess he is getting this Nexus finally, but it's a little bit late to make a difference. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. You can actually siege here. I do that very often on this map. Such a weird shaped map, Metropolis is. So just kind of setting up some mines once again, making this a hard area to pass through. Best is trying his best here to rally units down. Try to save these locations. Not going to be able to do it, unfortunately. Does not look like it, at least. That Nexus is going to be falling pretty quick. He's going to try to pull the trigger. Yeah, unable to make much of a dent. And with that, like, yeah, okay, GG. That was a great game. That was a great game. What an insane... like, what an insane opener to get us to a game like this, almost 30 minutes long. Look at this. He wasn't even mining over here, and this was almost empty. That shows you. Like, Best holding on for those last, like, I don't know, 6 minutes? Like, he was on the brink of death for at least the last 5 or 6 minutes. And you can see he ended up making it closer than maybe it even looked there at the end, because Sharp was barely mining and he was actually getting this base up. So anyways, very interesting game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.